All right, welcome back, everybody, to the French Open. And today is the day where things start to get real. And it's started to get real. We've had some epic matches already today. And we're going to continue with Anisimova taking on Sabalenka, but also Alcaraz taking on Shelton. So we're going to see what happens with that one as well. But, yeah. We just watched probably, I wouldn't call it match of the tournament, because there have been, Ken and Keys, I think, still has that. But Swiatek versus Raducanu, and also Svitolina versus Paolini, very quality matches. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we want from this fourth round onwards, right? They're the matches that we have expected when we get to this stage. So great to see. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? Now, the biggest thing, I guess, to speak about in these matchups is Sabalenka's record against Anisimova. It's not good. Sabalenka down 2-5. She's won 2 out of 7. Anisimova's won 5 matches, including a match in Toronto last year, where it was straight sets. So they have played a few times on clay. It's actually 3-1 Anisimova on clay as well. So all signs point to Anisimova winning this, but let's see. Sabalenka has beaten Anisimova at least 2 of the last 3 times. But Anisimova does know how to beat Sabalenka, which is one of her boogie women. We talk about Vekic, we talk about Penko for Swiatek, and we talk about Anisimova as well for Sabalenka. So Vekic and Anisimova are the 2 scariest players for Sabalenka. So let's see if she can overcome that today. But Alcaraz and Shelton are coming on as well, so it's all happening. But who's going to win this one, chat? Let me know. I'm going to go Sabalenka in 3. I think we're just having 3 sets all round today. I think it's just a 3-set day all round, it feels like. All the 3-setters. I think everyone can agree that women's tennis is much better at the moment. Men need to step up. Yeah, I mean, WTA is fire. It has been fire, and it's... I mean, hopefully the matches that we've got left for the rest of the day can live up to the ATP side. All right, 40 love Sabalenka to start. 40 love. What's Anisimova's record against the world number 1 players? I'll get to that later. As Sabalenka holds 1 love. Actually, I'll get to it now before I forget. Good question, though. We've got Alcaraz versus Shelton coming on as well. Everything is happening. It's been a chaotic day. In a good way. Good chaos. Good. It's been good. So Anisimova against world number 1s has only ever played 1 number 1 in the world. That was Barty back in Australia 2022. So she lost that match. So she's only ever played the world number 1 once. So this is her second time against the world number 1 and second time at a Grand Slam against the world number 1. All right, Shelton and Alcaraz about to hit the court as well. So, yeah. As Anisimova hits it out. Sorry, Sabalenka hit it out, 15 love. I'll tell you, I feel like Anisimova Sabalenka is not going to be a slow match. It's going to be sub 2 hours. I don't think this match is going to go slow, There's a bit of fault from Anisimova. Second serve. Double fault Anisimova. 15-0. Shelton and Alcaraz coming out on court. I wonder if the crowd's going to back Shelton a little bit, seeing that he's... He might be a bit of an underdog, All right. 30-15. As with a forehand from Anisimova. Sabalenka backhand to the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka slice forehand. Goes long. 40-15. Alcaraz walking out on court as well. 40-15. There's no eye bags in the eyes of a tennis lover like Cam. I wonder if he ever sleeps. He does not. There's a lot of things I don't do. I don't sleep. I don't leave the house. I don't get anything else done. So I don't clean. I don't shower. No, it's not true. I do all those things when the tennis is over. Anyways, 1-1. The only time I leave the house is to take this one out and about. It's the only time I leave the house. Is to go around the street and then come back. All right. 1-0. Sabalenka serves. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Return goes out. 15-love. $15-love. Serve again. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Forehand from Sabalenka. Again, the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka backhand in the nets. 15-0. Why is Alcaraz in this chat? Because Alcaraz is about to start. Cool.
What a match. Iga has given birthday treat to us.
Yeah, a great match. Kind of wish it was a tiebreak final set. I think that would have been the best, but hey. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. As it a forehand from Sabalenka to the forehand of Anisimova. She hits it wide and it's 30-15. I was so tired last night coming home from the bar at the UFC event. And then was cancelled 15 minutes before it started. Really? UFC main event was cancelled? Like last minute. Is that serious? Wait, did you say in the UFC or you cancelled on? I'm waiting for UFC main event. It was cancelled 15 minutes before the start. Who was supposed to fight? That's wild. All right, 30-15. As Sabalenka double faults, 30-0. $30-all. Alcaraz and Shelton about to walk on the court as well. 30-all. As we return now from Anisimova, Sabalenka goes in the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand inside out winner. Power. 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. Serving the forehand, Anisimova. Return goes out. It's 2-1 Sabalenka in less than 10 minutes. Great start. Can Djokovic beat Sinner? Djokovic has to beat Zverev first. All right. Shelton and Alcaraz warming up. Get ready for this. This is going to be fun. This is going to be lots of fun, chat. We love watching Shelton and we never get bored of watching Alcaraz. This is a volcano meeting a tornado. That's what we're going to watch. It's going to be something crazy. It's going to be fun. 2-1 Sabalenka. As with a serve again. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. And Anisimova forehand goes long. Love 15. So the winner of this match will take on Zhang. We've already got Swiatek versus Svitolina locked in. The winner of this Shelton match will take Shelton Alcaraz match will take on Paul, who beat Poprin today. We've also got the match tonight between Runa and Musetti. And then Tiafoe Altmaier is also happening after this Anisimova match. So, so that is the situation today. That's everything that's going on right now. All right, forehand slice goes into the forehand of Anisimova, but Anisimova in the net. Love 30. Love 30, and Shelton Alcaraz are just warming up. Love 30. Love 30. As we return. Goes wide. And it's... Oh, no, it was a fault. My bad. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. She smacks it in the net. 15-30. 15-30. Zhang could make the final. Yeah. I think if she avoids Sabalenka, I think Sabalenka's the... has she beaten? She's never beaten Sabalenka, right? It's like 5-0. 6-0, something like that. But if she can... she can... Wait, did she beat Sabalenka in... what am I thinking? Hang on. Didn't they just play? Yeah, sorry. She just beat her. My bad. She hadn't beat her until Rome. So she can beat her. But she'd rather play Anisimova. Sorry, my brain is broken. Too much sports. Too much tennis. Too much things. Yeah, she just beat her. But she still wants to play Anisimova. She'd still rather play Anisimova. All right, first there's a fold. Anisimova's down. Break point, so 15-40. 15-40. The return goes into the forehand of Anisimova. Forehand from Sabalenka. The backhand of Anisimova. Slice Sabalenka into the forehand of Anisimova. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova backhand cross. Sabalenka. Slice in the net. 30-41 saved. All right, 30-40. All right, who's winning this one, chat? Shelton versus Alcaraz. I'm going to go Alcaraz in 4. I reckon Shelton gets a set. I don't know if it's going to be the third set when Alcaraz falls asleep or the first set in a close tiebreak or something. But I think Shelton's capable. Alcaraz gives players chances. We've seen that against Juma. We saw that against Marijan. Alcaraz does take a set off. So I feel like Shelton could steal one. Shelton rockets a forehand cross-court winner. I love watching Shelton. I love it. I love it. He can hang up the phone on everybody. I don't give a shit. Double hang up. Double hang up. Let's go. 15 love. Bring back the phone. Anisimova surviving, by the way. Deuce. Shelton's too strong. 30 love. 229 serve. He's going to hit a 250 today. He's going to hit a 250. Advantage Sabalenka to take the break. No profanities. Sabalenka break point. Second serve, Anisimova. Into the backhand, Sabalenka. Return goes to forehand, Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand into the forehand of Anisimova. But she hits it out. 3-1 Sabalenka with a break. 3-1. 14 minutes played. 3-1. All right, Alcaraz in the net with a forehand. It's 40-15 Shelton. Too much tennis today. I can't handle it. I tell you the difference is too much good tennis. Like yesterday, it was a lot of tennis, but not much of it was interesting. Today, it's like you don't know where to look because there's just so much good stuff going on. Drop shot. Sabalenka's a winner. 15-love. I mean, I wouldn't mind one of these, mainly the Sabalenka match, just to be a little bit less stressful, and that way we can focus on the crazy match of Shelton versus Alcaraz. 40-15, Shelton for the first game. He serves the backhand of Alcaraz. Return gets the forehand to Shelton. Alcaraz backhand. Into the forehand of Shelton on the stretch. Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Shelton. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Again to the forehand of Shelton. As Alcaraz backhand. On the stretch goes long. 1-love Shelton. I want to say this. I want to ask you, chat. Does Shelton and Alcaraz have the most swagger on court? I think you got to put Rune in the conversation too. But they've just got like a confidence about them. They strut around the court. They know how good they are. They don't say it out loud because they're too humble. But they know. They're like, I'm pretty good at this game. I can play pretty well. I'm pretty good. I can hit a pretty good tennis ball. And they're charismatic as well. Yeah, Kyrgios is up there too, for sure. Rune doesn't have swagger? Excuse me? Have you not seen Rune? Dude struts around the court and Rune's got swagger. Get stuffed. Rune's got swagger. Get out of here. 40-love. All right. Sabalenka with a fault second serve. There's a bit of serve. To the back of Anisimova. Return the forehand to Sabalenka. That's a winner. 4-1 Sabalenka. Nobody told her what the head-to-head was. 4-1. All right. Shelton hits a return out. And it's 15-love Alcaraz. All right. Djokovic has got the most swagger. No. Djokovic has the most Grand Slams. I think you're getting it confused. He has the most Grand Slams. That's a different thing. 15-love. There's a backhand. Oh, it was a backhand, but it went over his racket, Sheldon. I don't know what the hell happened. Djokovic has got charisma and stuff. Swagger is a different thing. Djokovic does sometimes swag it up a little bit. Like a little bit. He did it yesterday. He kind of flexed a little bit. Yeah, all right, we'll put Djokovic in there. I wouldn't say he's the most swagger out of all of them, but I think he definitely has swagger. You'd put him in that category for sure. Tiafoe, yeah, Tiafoe has it. 40-love. $40 Alcaraz to level this match to start. Return the net from Sabalenka there, 15-love. Novak has charisma, not swagger. Yeah, there is difference. But then again, Djokovic does strut around the court sometimes. When he hits a good shot, he does puff out the chest and kind of just go, yeah, I'm good. I know I'm good at tennis. He does. All right, game Alcaraz 1-0. This one over 30-love. And Anisimova serves a fault. Second serve. And she double faults Anisimova. 30-15. Serve again. Yeah, Fonseca's got it too. Yeah, I agree. It's just those guys that like hit a shot and they kind of just like look into the crowd like and take in all the applause and they're like, yeah, you like that shot. You like that tweener, didn't you? You like that serve. Haha. Those guys who like just kind of like, it's not like Jannik Sinner doesn't have that same energy because he doesn't acknowledge the crowd and like react that way. He kind of just like, reacts with his fist pump and really, really like serious. But it's those people that look up at the crowd and like, yeah, I did that. You liked it. You liked that shot. I'll do it again. I did that shot. Monfils, Feast. Yeah, all those guys. Songa did it as well. They'd hit a shot and just kind of go, yeah, you're welcome. 15-all. As we're to point out from Alcaraz to the slice of Shelton into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a slice on the stretch. Another forehand from Alcaraz. Shelton with the lob. Alcaraz with the smash. 15-30. 15-30. A chance for a break here for Alcaraz. 15-30. By the way, Anisimova holds. 4-2 Sabalenka. 15-30. Medvedev has it. Yeah, Medvedev does. Medvedev has some swagger at times. Good serve from Shelton. Whoo! 30-all. 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 He's going to serve again. Into the return, and Shelton puts away the easy volley. 40-30. 40-30. You know what it is? Shelton's just so cool. He's just so cool. He's just so cool. 40-30. As the return goes in from Alcaraz, the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz backhand on the stretch. Into the forehand of Shelton as Alcaraz backhand down the line of the backhand of Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand again. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. To the forehand of Shelton as Alcaraz forehand to the backhand again of Shelton. Alcaraz on the stretch. As Shelton drop shot. Alcaraz gets it with a slice. Shelton volleys it away though. Oh, okay. Shelton came to play. 2-1. He's got the drop shots, the volleys. He tricked Alcaraz there. 2-1. 30-15, by the way. And you know what else I like about Shelton? I love that he doesn't give a shit about being who everyone thinks he should be. He does his celebrations. He plays his game. And people are like, you're not allowed, you can't do that, it's not allowed, this is tennis, this is not other sports. And he's like, shut up, but whatever. He just does whatever he wants, he don't care. I'm going to hang up the phone, I don't care what you say. I'm going to celebrate, I'm going to do my celebrations, and I'm going to scream and shout, I don't care. And he's not going to change. I love that. Love that. No matter how much people criticize him for whatever the hell they want to criticize him for, he doesn't care. He does not care. He isn't listening. All right, 40-30. Sabalenka. He's so authentic. Exactly. Shelton's the most American player on tour. I feel like most of the Americans are American. 40-30, backhand goes in to the forehand of Anisimova, hits it out. And 5-2 Sabalenka, what a start for the world number one. The sponsors won't like it. Dude is marketable as hell. Are you kidding me? You don't think Roger picked him for a reason? Come on. Federer he's like, oh, we should pick that random guy. Federer only picks winners. Come on. You serious? Swiatek, Fonseca, Shelton, Caboli. I mean, come on. Federer Ondas doesn't sponsor anybody. They pick who they know who they're picking. They know what they're doing. Federer's smart. As it a forehand now to the backhand of Alcaraz, forehand from Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz, the Shelton with the backhand is a drop shot. Alcaraz going to get there though. And Shelton's going to hit a backhand lob. Then Alcaraz with the backhand volley. Shelton with the forehand goes wide. Nice pirouette from Alcaraz, 30 love. I'll tell you what though. I know I'm gassing up Shelton, but we're going to see some really fun rallies with Alcaraz and Shelton. These guys love to put on a show. They're going to hit some fancy shots. It's going to be. We're going to see some rallies of the tournament today. These guys are going to put on a show. 30 love. Some highlight reel shots today. Get the camera out. 30 love. As we had a let from Alcaraz. Anisimova serving to stay in the set, by the way. And she hits a lovely winner. I'll tell you what, Anisimova, she is not far away from being a Sabalenka type. The way she hits the ball, she plays so, like, she is like Sabalenka. And if Sabalenka's number one, then could Anisimova not win a slam? I mean, right? As that goes in the net by Shelton, 40 love. As we look forward now from Anisimova into the forward of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. 30 love. Caboli. Why are you laughing at Caboli? Caboli, you serious? Caboli's been on fire. Except for when he played Zverev yesterday, but Caboli's been great lately. He also cut his hair into a mullet. That takes a certain type of character to do that. He purposely did that when he played in Australia. Caboli's like, you know what? That takes a whole level of, I don't care, getting a mullet. That's a whole nother level. Caboli, we love that. All right, first there's a fault by Anisimova, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Sabalenka. Anisimova, down the line winner. That was clean. That was clean. That was super clean. All right. 5-3. Alcaraz, by the way, he holds. And it's 2-0. All right. Sabalenka serving for the first set. And Anisimova rockets a return winner. Okay. Love 15. Keys took years to win her first slam. I don't know. I feel like if Anisimova stays healthy, she could win a slam. In fact, what's Anisimova's... well, right now it's probably a bad idea, but what's Anisimova's... how much is she to win Wimbledon? How much is it? I might put $5 on her to win Wimbledon. Why not? The random slam. And Anisimova's paying a lot of money for that. You know what? We'll just wait for the grass to start. All right, well, let's not get crazy. 15-0. Let's just wait and see. We'll just wait. Let's just wait to see what happens over the next couple. Because I think that, Keys could win Wimbledon. Anyway, Sabalenka gets it out. 15-30. How much is Anisimova to win this tournament? Let me check. Remember when I said Krejcikova would win Wimbledon? What happened? Anisimova could win the French. It's one of those tournaments, you know what I mean? Chat, clip this. And if I'm 2 for 2, you can all get stuffed. Anisimova is way out of the list. All right, we'll see what happens here. 15-30. Anisimova in the net, 30-all. Shelton gets the 30-all as well. $30-all. You random slam is usually won by a Czech woman. Why you gotta ruin my thought pattern with facts and logic? Backhand goes in the forehand of Anisimova. Off the tape goes the forehand of Sabalenka. Drop shot's good, but Anisimova gets it. Oh, Sabalenka volleys in the net. And it's advantage. Or 30-40 to Anisimova. All right, 30-40 to get the break back. Shelton holds, by the way. 3-2. And Sabalenka with a great serve. And it's deuce. Remember, Anisimova almost won the French back in 2019. Got to the semis, was beating Barty. Barty came back to win, and the rest is history. But Anisimova was super dangerous in that tournament. All right, first serve's a fault by Sabalenka, second serve. There's a bit of serve now to the forehand of Anisimova. Back into Sabalenka, the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand of the stretch. Anisimova down the middle with a backhand from Sabalenka. Anisimova hits it in the net. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. To take the first set. Please stop spamming. As Anisimova serves, Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve as Alcaraz hits a ridiculous passing shot. Great return from Anisimova, and it's back to deuce. All right, 15-love. Alcaraz. Wasn't a great approach by Shelton, but Alcaraz was a beautiful winner. And a great serve by Alcaraz as well. 30-love. There's a bit of fault from Sabalenka. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Anisimova. What a return! Advantage Anisimova. Chat, we haven't watched a bad match all day. The tennis gods are with us today. They're real. The tennis gods are real. One day, chat, I might take you there to go meet them in person. 40-love. They're real. I've seen them. Like Santa. Serve. Into the backhand slice of Anisimova. Return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova passing shot. Sabalenka can't get it. Anisimova breaks back. 5-4. 5-4. We're back on serve. 33 minutes, by the way. This is a very fast match, and I love it. I love it. By the way, I love it. I appreciate it. Okay, 40-15, Alcaraz to level. To level the first. Shelton returns into the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand Shelton down the line is a winner. Now, chat, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but can we see these guys play at Wimbledon, please? Like, if this is what we're getting, if this becomes some sort of an epic, imagine it on grass when Shelton has the serve. We did see Shelton play Sinner last year, right? And that was like an interesting match. And like Sinner was too good early, but then Shelton got it together in the third. And it almost went 4. But what about on a grass court? Backhand winner Shelton, deuce. All right, deuce. Beautiful passing shot winner. Shelton's hitting some winners, yeah. Yeah, Stacey, it is a great day for tennis. It's been an awesome day of tennis so far. All right, deuce. Alcaraz serves. Into the backhand is a fault. Second serve, Alcaraz. Serve to the backhand of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand on the stretch. Goes down the middle to the forehand of Alcaraz. Now Shelton runs around into forehand inside out. Alcaraz gets it. Into the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz drop shot. Shelton's going to get there. No, he's not. Too good. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. To take the game level. Advantage Alcaraz. As Anisimova tries to level in the first here. She was down she down set points in the last game? I can't remember. Forehand winner down the line from Anisimova. Sabalenka's like, umpire. It went in. Don't worry about it. All right, 30-15. Anisimova, 30-15. How can Raducanu beat Anisimova twice this year at Australian Open and Miami Open is beyond me. Maybe it's because Raducanu's not as bad as everybody says. All right, deuce. Alcaraz in trouble. As Anisimova gets to 40-15. 40-15. As we serve now the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand Anisimova down the line. The backhand of Sabalenka, who hits it wide, 5-5. Now, when is it going to get into Sabalenka's brain that she's only beaten this lady 2 times in the 7 times they're meeting? And that's a bad head-to-head. It's not 7-0 or 6-0, but it's 5-2 is bad. 5-2 is bad. It's a negative head-to-head. There's a return from Shelton in the net, and Alcaraz holds 3-3. Sabalenka serving at 5-all. As Anisimova goes to the back of Sabalenka, Anisimova down the line. Sabalenka's there with a forehand. Into the forehand of Sabalenka, Anisimova forehand again. Sabalenka comes in the net with a volley, but it's in the net. Love 15. Anisimova. Love 15. Sabalenka was in control until she wasn't. Serve goes in the backhand of Anisimova, backhand of Sabalenka to the backhand of Anisimova, into the forehand of Sabalenka as Anisimova down the line. Sabalenka gets on the stretch, but it's in the net. Love 30. Love 30. What injury did you have before you stopped playing ATP? Shoulder injury. I can't do this with my right shoulder. You know, I couldn't. If you can't do this, you can't serve, right? So I mean, I couldn't lift my hand over my head. Yeah, it sucks. God, I was this close. So close. Final round of qualifying. It was 5-all in the third. And just... never recovered. 15-30. 15:30, Sabalenka. Trying not to go down a break. $15:30, serve against Sabalenka. There's a double fault Sabalenka. 15:40. $15:40. Sabalenka, who is cruising, is now in danger. By the way, Alcaraz just took a tumble. Shelton's making Alcaraz fall over. And then Shelton put it away. He's like, you right, buddy? You okay? Alcaraz took a massive tumble. That white shirt is now orange. 30-40. Sabalenka saves one. Serves a fault, though. Second serve. Alcaraz just dusting himself off. Luckily, nothing serious. Just slid out of control. 30-40. Sabalenka serves. Into the back end of Anisimova. That goes long, and we get the deuce. And Sabalenka screams into the ground. Deuce. As Alcaraz hits a return winner. 30-all. Woo. 30-all. 30-all. Sabalenka with an ace. She gets to advantage as Shelton with the forehand down the line to the front of Alcaraz on the stretch. Shelton backhand. Down the line. Alcaraz pass. Shelton volleys. Alcaraz going to get there. Put it away. 30-40. Alcaraz gets a break point. 30-40. 30-40. As Sabalenka slices it back and Anisimova puts it away. Jeez, these ladies are hitting big. There is some big hitting. Sabalenka and Anisimova. They get back to deuce. All right, Shelton's our break point. First serve goes in. Shelton returned with a forehand now. The front of Alcaraz in the nets. And Shelton survives. All right, we get to deuce. And it's advantage Sabalenka. Okay, advantage Shelton, good serving. And Sabalenka holds 6-5. Oh, 6-5. Cam's in his mid-40s. He was born in the 80s. That's what they say. All right. Alcaraz is saying that it was a let. He's saying, was that not a let by Shelton? The umpire's like, I didn't hear shit. And Shelton's like, was it a let? Oh, they were going to replay the point. Shelton asked the question. He's like, hey, do you want to replay? And Alcaraz's like, no, don't worry about it. Umpire was like, I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear a let. What are you talking about? There was no let. What are you talking about? I didn't hear shit. Shelton, I think, was like, we can replay the point. He's like, I'll ace you again. I'll hit another ace if you want. That's fine. But Alcaraz is like, nah, it's fine. You won the point. You take it. 4-3. Alcaraz. Shelton leads. Yeah, good sports, for sure. Sabalenka's up 6-5. Anisimova is serving to stay in the set and to take us to a tiebreak. As Anisimova serves a fault. Second serve. I love the interaction between these two. It's so respectful. 15 love. But it's competitive. But it's friendly. But it's not. It's serious and competitive and fun and respectful. But fun. Anyways. And Anisimova's hit 5 backhand winners, by the way. She's on fire. 15 love. Remember, Sabalenka was up like 5-2. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in from Sabalenka to the forehand of Anisimova. Forehand of Sabalenka drop shot. Anisimova gets there with a slice, but it's long. And it's 15 all. And Anisimova's saying, is that really out? The umpire's saying, yep. Yes, it is. Serve again. Return goes for Anisimova, but Anisimova hits it in the net. And it's 15-30. Serve into the backhand is a fault. Anisimova, second serve. Serve into the backhand of Sabalenka. Anisimova forehand into the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova again to the forehand of Sabalenka, but she overhits it. And it's 30 all. Alcaraz, by the way, lovely drop shot winner, and he gets to 4-all. As Anisimova backhand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Anisimova into the backhand of Sabalenka on the stretch. Anisimova goes wide. Set point Sabalenka 30-40. To take the first set. $30-40. As we default, second serve. 30-40. Second serve, Anisimova. Into the back of Sabalenka. Return is into the back of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand on the stretch. Anisimova down the line of the net. There it is. Sabalenka first set, 7-5. That was tough. She made it. She was winning easily until she wasn't. First set in the bag. Anisimova let that slip. Can Bublik beat Draper? No. Of course not. Don't be silly. 30 love. Shelton to stay in front. All right. Shelton serves. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes to front of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand to the backhand of Shelton. No, Alcaraz in the net. 40 love. 40 love. In that first set, by the way, 12 winners each from Anisimova and Sabalenka. 14 errors Sabalenka, 13 errors Anisimova. The serving stats are very close. Few more aces from Sabalenka, though. As Shelton gets to 5-4. Nice volleys. 5-4 Shelton. All right. All right, 5-4 Shelton. Okay. All right. Sabalenka, love 15. Serving first in the second. As the return goes to the forehand of Sabalenka, sliced into the forehand of Anisimova. She puts it away. Love 30. Alcaraz serving to stay in the set. Serving the back of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand on the stretch. In the net. 15 love. 15 love. Sabalenka too strong on that serve. 15-30. How many slams will Draper win? He will win some. I don't know how many. He will win them, though. There's a bit of forehand return from Shelton in the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz in the net, 15-all. 15-all. Sabalenka gets the 30-all. All right, 15-all. Alcaraz serves again. And Shelton returns the front of Alcaraz. Back in at Shelton. Into the net. 30-15. As she serves an ace, Sabalenka. 40-30. 40-30. And Shelton returns in the front of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand into the front of Alcaraz to the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand down the line. Shelton gets on the stretch. As Alcaraz hits it wide. 30-all. Sabalenka holds 1 love. All right, 30-all. Can Shelton steal the set? Serve again. Into the forehand of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Down the line. That's a great shot. Alcaraz gets it. Shelton forehand. Goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. It's now Shelton doing some running. As Alcaraz forehand cross court. Shelton with a slice. Alcaraz comes in with a volley. Shelton with a pass. It's a lob. It's high and it's wide. 40-30. Good rally by Alcaraz. 40-30. Alcaraz to level the first. (40-30). By the way, we've got Musetti taking on Runa in about 3 hours. As Alcaraz serves again. And the return goes out by Shelton. All right, 5-5. First set. 5 all. All right, Shelton to serve. 5-5. And Sabalenka is a lovely winner, 15-all. Serve again from Anisimova. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Great return. Anisimova gets it though. Sabalenka slices it back. Anisimova backhand down the line. Sabalenka slice forehand. Anisimova drop shot. Sabalenka slice backhand. Winner. Great pickup, Sabalenka. 15-30. And Alcaraz gets to love 30. Okay, and Anisimova comes in to the net with a volley and puts it away. And it's 30-all. Also, Shelton with a lovely drop shot winner. And Alcaraz couldn't quite get it back. $15-all. As Alcaraz returns the forehand to Shelton. Alcaraz backhand slice. Shelton backhand pass in the net. Great play by Alcaraz. He knew Shelton's backhand pass was going to be an easier shot to attack. Sabalenka 30-40, by the way. 15-30. Alcaraz a chance to get the break points to break in the first. Shelton should just go for a body serve straight through Alcaraz. Just go through him. Serve. In the net. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Turn goes to forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Goes off the tape. Shelton with a drop shot winner. Good hands. 30-all. 30-40. Anisimova serving out to the backhand of Sabalenka. Anisimova forehand. In the net. There's the break. Sabalenka 2-love. Oh, jeez. Anisimova's just thrown her racket and the ball kid luckily ran out of the way, but I don't think she meant the racket to fly that far. The ball kid was running across to get the ball and the racket's just gone flying. How close was that? That was a terrible bounce of the racket. How did you... I don't think she meant it to fly into the net. That was sketchy as hell. Luckily, the ball kid started running and avoided it, but that could have been real dodgy. That was a terrible bounce of the... Terrible throwing the racket. That could have been ugly. You know, it's 40-30 Shelton. Luckily, the ball kid had already run past. Yeah, that would have... I mean, that's... Who knows what would have happened? Who knows? It doesn't matter. 2-love, Sabalenka. Shelton holds 6-5. 6-5 Shelton. I was going to serve to get to this tiebreak. And Anisimova's getting pissed off. I mean, she fought back so well in the first. Now she's lost 4 games in a row. Nice hitting from Sabalenka. 15-love. As we get a serve again from Sabalenka. There's a fault. Second serve. 230k ace, was it? Was it 230k? Damn. All right, 15-all. Why would Anisimova's flag be incorrect? She's American. 15-all. As the return goes back to Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets wide. 15-30. Chance for Anisimova to break straight back. As Shelton runs for a drop shot. But Alcaraz is all over the net, puts it away. 15-love. All right, 15-love. And 15-30, Sabalenka serves. To the backhand slice, and Anisimova over the net. 30-all. Sabalenka too strong. 30-all. Oh, great passing shot from Shelton. 15-all. And Alcaraz just kind of smiling like, yeah, he got me. That was a good shot. All right, 30-all. Was that Giron in the coach's box? $30-all. There's a serve now the front of Anisimova. Good return. Sabalenka goes down the line though. That's a better shot. 40-30. 40-30. Serve and volley, Alcaraz too good. 30-15. As we just serve from Sabalenka. Anisimova slices it back. Sabalenka forehand winner. 3-love, Sabalenka. 3-love, Sabalenka in the second. She's won 5 in a row. Nice volley by Alcaraz. 30-15. As Shelton, backhand in the net. He had a shot there. 40-15. To take us to the tiebreak. 40-15. There's a bit of serve. And the return goes in the back end of Alcaraz. Back end now, lob by Shelton. But Alcaraz puts away the smash. Tiebreak. Who's winning the tiebreak, chat? Who you got? Who is winning this tiebreak? I'm going to go Shelton because why not? All right. Shelton serving first. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes wide. 1-love Shelton. And it's another double false love 15. All right, 1-love Shelton. Shelton keeps grabbing his hip. I think it's either his finger or his hip. I think he's hurt his finger on his left hand. Maybe a blister. or something, but he keeps on pushing his hip. I think he might be trying to pop a blister maybe. I don't know. Seems like something's wrong with his left hand or his left hip. Return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton can't get that because it goes out by Alcaraz. 2-love. 2-love Shelton. Yeah, Shelton's done... Yeah, Shelton's hurt his left hand, which is his hand. That's the hand that he plays tennis with. Yeah, I think Shelton's got a blister here. It seems to be like he keeps on looking at this. Like, here is something's wrong with his finger. 2-love. As a return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz, he puts it away. 2-1 Shelton. 2-1 Shelton. Yeah, something on his finger. I don't know what's going on. But he keeps on like pushing it against his hip, so I don't know what's up. My guess would be a blister because they're annoying. All right, 2-1. Serving to the forehand of Alcaraz. Backing out from Shelton into the slice of Alcaraz. It's Shelton forehand. What a shot from Shelton down the line. It goes up by Alcaraz, though, somehow. Bounce smash Shelton. Alcaraz puts up another lob. Shelton smash. Alcaraz going to get that one? No, he's not. 3-1. 3-1. Alcaraz, I don't know how he got the first two. 3-1. Shelton in the tiebreak. All right. Three-1 Shelton. And this is over on the board, by the way. 3-1 Sabalenka in the second. As the return goes out, 4-1 Shelton. 4-1 Shelton. Maybe he jammed his finger? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe just like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. He did something. All right, 4-1. Shelton with the mini break, but it's only one mini break. Serve again. From Alcaraz, the forehand of Shelton. Return goes out, 4-2. They change ends. 4-2. I think he scratched his finger on the clay and it's bleeding. Well, if it was bleeding, they would have had to get a medical timeout. That's an automatic timeout. Umpire's call. The umpire calls the timeout if you're bleeding. I don't know. He seems to be okay now. 4-2 Shelton. Serve again from Alcaraz. Ace. Down the tee. All right. 4-3 Shelton. It's on his serve. 4-3. Is Shelton's dad CIA? He has got an earpiece. He must be hooked up for whatever the broadcaster is, I guess. Shelton's dad does get he does get a microphone in the box a few times. He does let them in the box, the media. Anyways, 4-4 rally. Shelton again, the forehand of Alcaraz who shanks it. 5-3 Shelton. 5-3 Shelton. He's listening to the stream. What's going on, Mr. Shelton? How you doing? We love Ben. He's great. Give us a wave. 5-3. Shelton serves. A fault. Second serve. Sabalenka 4-1, by the way. Shelton serves again. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz backhand. Again to the forehand of Shelton is Alcaraz. Backhand again. Into the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Shelton drop shot. Alcaraz gets with a slice. Backhand down the line. Shelton gets it with a pass. Oh, and the volley. Alcaraz is good, but Shelton fell over. Midpoint. Did Alcaraz get it? Shelton's covered in clay. Alcaraz somehow with the drop volley winner. Shelton just kind of like fell backwards. All right. 5-4. We're back on serve. Good pickup by Shelton, but Alcaraz knew where it was going. Yeah, great slice backhand Shelton, but that drop volley by Alcaraz was crazy. Chat, I need to show you with it. Okay. Right? So Shelton, he hits the ball behind him, cross court. Alcaraz hits it here. Like Alcaraz's drop volley was there, and it went sideways. Like Shelton was like, I'm going to go behind the back this way, and Alcaraz is like, no, I'm going to hit it here. Like, it was so good. That was so crazy accurate. Crazy. 5-4. You see it? Did you see it? I don't know if you can see it. So Shelton here, like Alcaraz went down the line. Shelton went this way, and Alcaraz then with the drop volley, like perfection. Like you couldn't have hit a better drop volley. It was like the perfect spot to put it. Like no one was ever getting to that shot. Anyway, it's 5-4. Shelton, he's still in the lead here as we have a return now to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a forehand down the line. That's a shot. That's a great shot. 6-4 Shelton to take the first set. All right. 6-4. Shelton with a rocket down the line. And Alcaraz just barely getting a racket on it. Shelton to take the first set here. Sabalenka, by the way, she's hitting winners too. 15-0. Serve out wide the back of Shelton, but it's in the net. All right. 6-5, but it's on Shelton's serve. And Sabalenka's going for the win. 15-30. All right, 6-5 Shelton. He just needs a big bomb. Go for the body, son. At the body. In the chest. Punch a hole through him. Go to the body. Knock him over. 6-5. Shelton serves. Oh, he went for the body, but it was sort of forehand side. It would have been a great shot serve, but it was a fault. Second serve. Alcaraz stands back. Second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes in the front of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Shelton. Backhand cross in the net. All right. 6-all. They change ends. Man, Alcaraz stood back on the second serve too. He was ready for the kick. All right. They're just showing the replay of the shot by Shelton. That Alcaraz hit that beautiful drop volley. And again, I've showed you on the whiteboard what it was. It was crazy. All right, 6-6. 6-all. Who's updating the score in the chat? Because you will be voted off the island. Okay, 6-all. And Shelton serves. Into the forehand of Alcaraz in the net. That's what Shelton needed. 7-6 Shelton, but it's on Alcaraz to serve. Also, Anisimova holds. 4-2. 4-2. Sabalenka in the second. All right, 7-6. Alcaraz serves again. All right, Alcaraz serves. Set point again for Shelton. Fault from Alcaraz. Second serve. Into the forehand of Shelton. Return goes down the line. to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz is Shelton. Backhand down the middle. Again to the forehand of Alcaraz is Shelton. Backhand again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Cross court. Alcaraz gets with the forehand. Again to the slice of Shelton. As Alcaraz forehand again. Goes to the backhand of Shelton. Passing shot is good. Alcaraz with a drop volley winner though. Shelton was not allowed to hit forehands. And Alcaraz knew. He's like, every time I'm going to your backhand, you are not hitting a forehand in this rally. 7-7. I tell you though, Shelton made Alcaraz hit a drop volley winner. There was some good hitting by Shelton on the backhand, despite it being bullied, being picked on. Shoved into a locker, given a wedgie. 7-all. Alcaraz serves. Into the backhand of Shelton. Return goes in the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a forehand now. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton. Forehand again. Goes down the line. Alcaraz on the stretch. Gets it. Into the backhand of Shelton. Down the line to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton. Forehand down the middle in the net. Advantage to Alcaraz now. 8-7. But it's on Shelton's serve. He saved 3 set points, Alcaraz. Fonseca's overhyped. Nobody's talking about Fonseca. What are you talking about? You bring Fonseca into this. Sabalenka 5-2, by the way. She's cruising. All right, Shelton. He's had 3 set points. He's now going to save a set point. 8-7. Shelton serves. Into the forehand is a fault. Ooh, that was a monster. But it was a fault. Umpire's going to check. Alcaraz is going to say it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Shelton. Into the backhand of Alcaraz on the stretch with a slice. Shelton. Forehand. Comes to the net. Alcaraz pass. Shelton volley is picked up by Alcaraz. Shelton with a smash winner. Oh, he's so quick, Alcaraz. He is so quick. 8-all. When that lob went up, I think Shelton, a little bit of pee came out. All right. How did Alcaraz even get to that shot? I mean, Shelton hit a great volley. 8-all. 8-all. Shelton's still got to serve. Sabalenka, by the way, 1 game away from the quarterfinals. All right, fault from Shelton. Second serve. Second serve, Shelton. To the backhand of Alcaraz. Return is into the forehand of Shelton, who shanks it wide. Oh, man. There's a bit of a loopy return by Alcaraz as Shelton just frames it out. 9-8 Alcaraz. He's got a set point on his serve to take the first set. 9-8. Alcaraz serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Shelton. Return goes to the front of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Again, the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand. Into that Shelton backhand. As Alcaraz forehand again. To the backhand of Shelton. Down the line now to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand. Into the Alcaraz backhand. He goes down the line. Shelton with a slice. Alcaraz. Forehand down the line. That's a great shot. Shelton in the net. 10-8. Alcaraz takes the first set. Shelton just couldn't get it served when he needed it. 10-8 Alcaraz. What a tiebreak. By the way, Anisimova 15-30. She's in trouble. Sabalenka about to finish this match. 15-30. Serve from Anisimova to the back of Sabalenka. Great return. Anisimova gets it with a slice, but it's out. Match point Sabalenka. 15-40. 15-40. 15-40. Match points. Serve to the back of the Sabalenka return is out. One saved. 30-40. 30-40. Sabalenka match point number 2. 30-40. As we're back in return. And then Anisimova with a lovely winner. And it's deuce. By the way, that first set, only one break point in the entire set. And it was for Alcaraz and he couldn't get it. All right. Sabalenka with a return winner. And she gets to advantage to take the dub and play Zhang in the quarterfinals in a couple of days. Advantage Sabalenka. Anisimova serves. Into the back of Sabalenka. Return the forehand of Anisimova. Sabalenka on the stretch with a slice. Anisimova forehand. Sabalenka pass. Goes long. Shelton, by the way, getting his finger treated. It looks like his knuckle. It looks like he's got like something wrong. Something happened to his knuckle on his left hand. Yeah, Shelton just getting some treatment on on some sort of an issue. All right, Anisimova saves three set points. So match points. As the return goes to forehand, Sabalenka, Anisimova hits it out. Advantage Sabalenka. Sabalenka, match point number 4. Match point number 4. Anisimova serves. To the backhand, slice Sabalenka in the net. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. As we are serving the back of the Sabalenka return. Goes out, advantage. Anisimova. Advantage Anisimova. By the way, chat. I got to watch the Tim Burton Batman again because I got it on DVD. I bought it at a thrift store for like $1 and it's like the director's cut with director's commentary, and you should buy DVDs because it's really good to own what you watch. I saw this scene and I forgot about it at the end of Batman when he's like, when they're fighting in the clock tower and Joker's like, "You idiot." But it's so funny when Jack Nicholson's like, "You idiot." To Batman's face. Oh, I gotta watch it again. You idiot. Love 15. Shelton's about to break first game of the second. The funniest part of that movie is when he's like, "He stole my balloons." Oh, chat. Jack Nicholson, he is one of the greats. He is amazing. Anyways, advantage disappears. We get back to deuce. Tim Burton's Batman, underrated. Nolan's Batman's are great, but come on. Nicholson Joker, come on. Classic Batman scene. You idiot. Yeah, that was Keaton Batman. Keaton Batman. Nicholson is Joker. You idiots. After Batman just punched him in the face, he's like, "You idiots. You made me." As we're back here now to the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand on the stretch from Anisimova in the net. Advantage Sabalenka. Match point number 5. Advantage Sabalenka. As we're a forehand out of the back end of Shelton. He's got a chance here to get break points for the first time today. As Alcaraz hit the forehand down the line. Shelton on the stretch. Alcaraz drop shot. Shelton's going to get there. But Alcaraz with the volley. Winner. 30-all. I don't remember that. It's at the very end of the movie when they're fighting in the clock tower. All right, Sabalenka hits it out. Back to deuce. You idiot. You made me when you threw me in that vat of acid. All right, deuce. As the return goes out by Sabalenka, advantage Anisimova. I feel like Nicholson's Joker's laugh was just iconic too. Like the way he laughed, that was iconic. All right, advantage Anisimova to make Sabalenka serve the match. Return goes in, the backhand slice of Anisimova, and that's in the net for Anisimova. Back to deuce. 40-30, by the way. Oh, wait, hang on. What happened? Alcaraz with a volley. What happened? And then Shelton hit a passing shot. Oh, it was too good by... Oh, did Alcaraz throw the racket? And Alcaraz said, no, I didn't get it. Okay. So Alcaraz threw his racket and the ball went in. I think the ball went in. But Alcaraz says, nah, that's not my point. So he gave the point to Shelton. He's got a break point for the first time today. 30-40. Shelton returns a slice. Alcaraz comes in with a forehand and puts it away. Deuce. Jack is such a great actor. Oh, yeah. Nicholson is goated. Anisimova with a lovely backhand winner, by the way. So he went to throw the racket, which... as Sabalenka with a scream and gets it back. So yeah, Shelton hit a passing shot, and then Alcaraz throws the racket at the ball, and it went in. I don't think Alcaraz is saying I threw the racket. Okay, so that's what happened. So what happened was, so I think if you're lunging for the ball and the racket kind of like falls out of your hand, it counts. But if you throw the racket, you're not allowed to do that. Not allowed to throw the racket. You're allowed to like lunge and then like the racket might leave your hand and like, you know, fall out of your hand, but you can't throw it. And Alcaraz was honest enough to say, I threw the racket. And now he's down another break point, but he saves, again. Back to deuce. I'll tell you what though, hell of a shot. Hell of a highlight if it goes in. That goes in, that's a shot of the tournament if that counted. All right, back to deuce. Advantage Sabalenka, by the way. She's about to finish this match up and make the quarters. Backhand return goes in the back of Anisimova. Sabalenka forehand. Into the front of Anisimova. Sabalenka with the stretch with a slice in the net. How many match points is that? 6? 6 match points? 6 match points saved. As Alcaraz hits a drop shot in the net. Man, Alcaraz is getting in trouble in this game. Advantage Shelton, third break point of the game. And then Anisimova holds. Advantage Anisimova. Great serve. She saved 6 match points. And advantage Shelton. Serve to the front of Shelton. Return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand again to the front of Alcaraz. Shelton down the line. Goes long. And we're back to deuce. Throwing the racket while being an interesting idea is not encouraged. Yeah. Anisimova holds. Great hold to get to 5-3 or 3-5. But it's going to be Sabalenka serve for the match. All right. 5-3 Sabalenka. Serving for the match. She's had 6 match points. Shelton gets another break point. That's the 4th break point of the game for Ben Shelton. Advantage Shelton. Anisimova with a return winner, love 15. I'll tell you what, if Anisimova comes back and wins this set, friggin' crazy. Advantage Shelton, by the way. 7-minute game to start the second. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton. As serve goes the back of the Shelton. Forehand from Alcaraz. Again, the back of the Shelton. As Alcaraz, forehand. Into the slice of Shelton. Again, the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton, backhand down the line. Alcaraz gets with the backhand pass across. Into the forehand of Shelton. Again to the backhand of Alcaraz, who hits it down the line. Shelton, backhand cross. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Shelton slicing the net. Alcaraz survives. Deuce. All right, 15-all. Sabalenka serving for the match. Return goes to forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand out from Anisimova. Sabalenka backhand cross. In the backhand of Anisimova. Slice Sabalenka drop shot. Anisimova gets on the stretch. Overhits it though. She was there. And she would have hit the winner because Sabalenka ran the wrong way. 30-15. $30-15. $30-15. Sabalenka. 2 points away. She's had 6 match points. Why'd everything stop working? Hello? One in the chat if we're here. Hello? Are we still here? Hello? Are we still here? Hello? 40-15. Sabalenka's got match point. We're here? All right. That makes one of us. Sabalenka's got match point. I have no idea what's happening. She has match point. Phone someone? Hello? Anybody? Hello? 40-30. 40-30. Anisimova saves another match point. 7 match points saved. I don't know. Everything's broken. My laptop's freaking the hell out. Anyways, 40-30 is Sabalenka. Serves a fault. Second serve, Sabalenka. Into the backhand of Anisimova, return the backhand of Sabalenka. That goes down the line for a winner, and finally, Sabalenka wins. She finally gets the win. 6-3 in the second. Sabalenka takes it. Anisimova put on a good fight. I mean, the first set, she fought real hard to get back into it. And Sabalenka just too strong. And Anisimova goes down, but Sabalenka, that was a fight. And she gets another win over Anisimova, who she has not been playing well against or hasn't played well against in the past. So a much needed confidence-boosting win in that rivalry for Sabalenka. All right, GG's. She gets it done. What was it, 7 match points? Madness. All right. Alcaraz, by the way, cannot win this game. Deuce, again. The hell's going on? All right, we're going to merge the streams as well. If you want to keep watching the Alcaraz versus Shelton match, and I don't know why you wouldn't because it's a mad match, jump on over here. So we've got Zhang versus Sabalenka, Svitolina Swiatek. Crazy matchups. 2 crazy good matchups. Sabalenka's going to get a chance for revenge. Advantage Shelton. But good win by Sabalenka. She gets it done in straight sets, but a close straight sets, and it took her a while to get the win in the end. She's into the quarterfinals again. Come on over and watch Shelton Alcaraz. It's fun. Come on. Do you like fun? Come on, have fun. Come on. All right. Alcaraz serves a fault. Second serve. Chance for Shelton to break. As a return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton. Forehand in the net. We're back to deuce. It's a long-ass game. It kind of feels like Shelton has to win this game. Like, he got to win this game. Deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Serve again. As Alcaraz hits a forehand winner down the line. Advantage Alcaraz. All right, advantage Alcaraz. Can you see chat now, Cam? Yep. We're back. I don't know what happened. Everything just freaked out for 2 seconds. It's that damn... we had this like solar flare thing come from the sun, didn't it? Alcaraz hits a forehand. It comes to the net with a smash. Shelton with a pass in the net. All right, Alcaraz finally wins the first game of the second. 1-love. What a marathon. 1-love. No, we're not watching Tiafo Altmail. Sorry. Okay, dude. All right. All right. Serve again by Shelton, who has not had a break. Neither player's had a break yet. All right. As we return out of the backhand of Shelton. Down the line. Alcaraz gets with the backhand on the forehand of Shelton. It's a drop shot, but Alcaraz is too quick. Love 15. The match screen started the match over again, Cam. What are you talking about? We're here. Hello? Got me all confused. Stop confusing me. All right. Love 15. As the return goes in the forehand of Shelton. Forehand on the stretch from Alcaraz. Shelton forehand to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton lets it bounce, but it's out. All right, 15-all. 15-all. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Double fault. 15-30. 15-30. All right, 15-30. As that goes out by Alcaraz, 30-all. Now Anisimova can concentrate on Wimbledon? Yep. Yes, she can. All right, 15-30. So 30-all as that goes out by Alcaraz, 40-30. By the way, 2 hours time, we've got Musetti taking on Runa. Also, Altmaier taking on Tiafo as well. So we'll keep an eye on that at the moment. Shelton Hall, it's 1-1. 1-all. All right, 1-all. As the return goes in, the forehand of Alcaraz. Backhand lob by Shelton. And then another lob by Shelton. Alcaraz with a smash. Is a drop shot winner. That was a very tricky shot. Not as good as the Jumher one the other day that he did against Alcaraz, but I think Alcaraz learned that from him. He went for the smash. He's like, no, I'm going to hit a drop shot. I just hit a drop shot instead. Good serve, 30 love. These two guys have a great on-court chemistry when they play each other. Yeah, for sure. So enjoyable. All right. 30 love. There's a bit of flying out from Alcaraz in the front of Shelton. Alcaraz with the pass. Off the tape. Doesn't go in though. 30-15. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again. As Alcaraz says a fault. Second serve. As the return goes back into Alcaraz. Back in our slice Shelton. Alcaraz forehand. Too good. Inside out winner by Alcaraz. 40-15. Still no breaks to serve in this match. As the return goes out by Shelton, it's Alcaraz. 2-1 in the second. Okay. Ugh. How are we, chat? What's going on? What is happening? Sabalenka gets through the toughest test. Good for her. Might have been tricky. Yeah, she had I mean, look, it's funny because all the women's matches today, all four of them were tough. You know, Sabalenka had a tough one against Anisimova, which is a bad head-to-head for her. The other three were three-setters. You know, speaks for itself, right? It's been fun. Wrong ledger was better than Nicholson. Siggy, you're like an hour behind. All right. Also, who's saying that Nicholson was better than Ledger? Nobody said that. All right. Alcaraz with the lead. 2-1 second set. Serve to the back end of Alcaraz. Return goes to the forehand of Shelton. Into the back end of Alcaraz. Shelton with the forehand of the stretch. Alcaraz backhands down the line. Shelton slices it back, but it's in the net. 15. I love 15. All right, love 15. No breaks of serve. As with a forehand now from Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Shelton. That's a great passing shot winner by Shelton. Nice flick forehand winner. 15-0. Pirikart's fastest, 218k. Shelton's hit a bigger serve than that today. Way bigger than that. Okay, nice serving from Shelton, 30-15. As that goes for a winner for Shelton, 40-15. As the return goes to forehand of Shelton, back in the net from Alcaraz, and it's 2-0 in the second. 2-2. Why do all Americans have a good serve and forehand and nothing else? That's not true. Sampras had a good volley and other players had other good parts of their game. All right. All right, Alcaraz. Back in on the stretch. Shelton gets with a forehand. Into the back of Alcaraz. Who hits it in the net? Love 15. Sorry, love 30. Love 30. Shelton, another little chance here. Love 30. By the way, we've been live for 7.5 hours straight, but it's flown by because the matches have been good. When the matches are bad, it feels like 7 hours, but when the matches are good, it's flown past. All right. Good serving from Alcaraz, 15-30. Serve again. Here's a out by Shelton on the return, 30-0. All. Serve again. Osaka serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Shelton. Return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. To the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton on the stretch. Alcaraz backhand cross into the slice of Shelton. Again, the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz down the line. Shelton slices it back, but it's wide and it's 40-30. Alcaraz to stay in front. All right. Shelton's fastest serve was 150 miles. Around an average speed is around 130.26. Okay. Okay. All right. Serve again is a fault from Alcaraz. Second serve. The return goes back into Alcaraz. Back forehand from Shelton is long. 3-2 Alcaraz in the second. 3-2 in the second set. All right. Draper Djokovic quarterfinal clash. Is it? No. Oh, it's Zverev Djokovic. Zverev Djokovic. Or Grigspor Norrie. Depends who you ask. All right. Winner of this match, by the way, will take on Tommy Paul, who won easily this morning. Or this afternoon. And also, the night match tonight will take on the winner of the match that's about to start with Paul Tiafoe and Altmaier. We've got the women's quarterfinal set for the bottom half of the draw, or the top half of the draw, with Sabalenka versus Zhang and Svitolina versus Swiatek. Two very good matches. Very fun matches. And then the winners play each other. I mean, it's not going to be bad until the final. Like the top half of the draw is awesome. Like we're getting great matches from now on paper. And even the bottom half of the draw is starting to shape up interestingly as well. With Alcaraz Paul would be an interesting match. And then Tiafoe, Musetti or Runa would be interesting too if that happens. Djokovic, Zverev is a spicy quarterfinal. Yeah, why do people think Draper is in that quarter and getting butthurt about it? Like, what do you like? Why are people getting sad? Like, oh, why you dismiss it? Draper's not playing Djokovic until the semis. He's playing Sinner. It's Draper Sinner. Is it not Draper Djokovic? It's Draper Sinner, and then maybe Djokovic. Why are people getting it twisted? People getting ruling out Draper is crazy. No one's ruling Draper out though. Because he's not playing Zverev and Djokovic. Because they're playing each other. Maybe. Why are people getting upset by it? Like, read the draw. The draw, they can't play. He can only play Sinner. Draper can play Sinner. Or Rublev. All right, 40 love. Why are people getting sad? Don't get sad. Draper doesn't even play Djokovic or Zverev until the semis anyway. 40 love. Okay. 3-0. Shelton holds. 3-3. All right, back to Alcaraz, who's had a much harder time in serving this. We're not seeing the correct scores on screen. All right. Love 15. We've come to that part of the stream 7 hours in where people are just starting to say things. All right. Love 15. Alcaraz serves the forehand. Shelton in the net. 15 all. 15 all. There's a bit of fault second serve. So it goes in the return in the net on the return from Shelton, 30-15. It isn't crazy for Draper to get through Sinner. You're the one acting like Sinner is impossible to beat on clay. Connor, are you talking to me or someone in the chat? I feel like I've said nothing about Sinner and Draper. Connor, who are you talking to? You must be talking to someone else in the chat, because I haven't talked about Draper and Sinner at all. Except for the one time where I said he's going to play Sinner. Must be someone in chat losing their mind or something. I haven't seen it. 40-15. As the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Shelton. To the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand again to the forehand of Alcaraz. He puts it in the net. And Shelton out-muscles Alcaraz on that point. 40-30. 40-30. New to this, how many sets? 3 or 5? 5. Best of 5. All right. There's a 4 now. Winner from Alcaraz. 4-3. 4-3. 4-3 Alcaraz in the second. Does Shelton have watch sponsor? Probably. Most players do. Okay. All right. How are we doing, chat? 4-3 Alcaraz. Djokovic is not consistent anymore. Okay. Sky.
Sorry, picking Altmaier, clay court specialist.
That's fair enough. I mean, but the Big Foe hasn't lost a set, which is kind of really interesting to me. Like, I can't believe Big Foe's... I mean, it should be Altmaier. You're right. He is a better, more accomplished. Or at least, maybe more accomplished is the word, but like, he is more experienced on clay for sure. But Tiafoe hasn't lost a set, which is crazy. Because I don't think anyone in besides the Tiafoe fans, were thinking he would make it this far. Like, he showed no form on clay, and he's in the 4th round. Hasn't dropped a set. But I agree, Altmaier probably wins, right? There's a bit of serve and volley, but Shelton in the net, love 15. Love 15. How old am I? 46. Love 15. As we to serve again. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand now from Shelton to the forehand of Alcaraz. The backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand on the line. That's a great shot. Love 30. All right, Alcaraz has had enough. Love 30. Steve, you've lost me. Who's Steve? All right. First serve's a fault. Love 30. Second serve. As Alcaraz hits another winner. Love 40. Love 40. I'm liking Alcaraz. See what you did there. I like that. That's good. That's a good one. I might borrow that. Alcaraz. That's a good one. All right, return. Goes in the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz, the pass goes wide, 15-40. First break points of the set for Alcaraz, by the way. 15-40. Still break point. Alcaraz slice return. Goes in the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz backhand. Into the backhand of Shelton. To the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton. Cross-court forehand. Goes long. Alcaraz breaks. First break of the match. Okay. The first break of the match. Damn. 5-3 Alcaraz serving for a 2 sets to love lead. Nearly 2 hours, 0 breaks. All right. Alcaraz serves. As the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Shelton to the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. As Shelton on the stretch with a slice. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand slice in the net. 15 love. $15 love. $15 love. Serve again from Alcaraz. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the backhand of Shelton, but Shelton in the net. 30 love. $30 love. $30 love. As the return goes out by Shelton. 40 love. 40 love. Set points for a 2 sets to love lead. Serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in from Shelton to the forehand of Alcaraz, smacks it down the line. Carlos wins in style. Not yet though, he won. He just won the second. But it was in style. All right. 2 sets to love. 2 sets to love. All right. I forgot it was 5 sets. I'm sorry. Cam is hyped. Yep. I mean, it would be kind of boring if I was just like, Alcaraz. That's a winner. Alcaraz wins the set 6-3. with a forehand down the line. It was a forehand winner. And Shelton is in trouble. Alcaraz wins the second set now. And he's won. He's just a set away from the match. All right. 2 sets to love. 2 sets to love. Now, 5 winners, 5 errors from Shelton. He had 6 break points. Couldn't take any of them. Most of them in the first game of the second. And then 13 winners, 11 errors from Alcaraz. 1 out of 2 break points converted. So you can't say that Shelton didn't have his chances. All right. You're making me sleepy? Yep. I nearly fell asleep myself. All right. That's a better way to commentate. Okay. All right. Shelton serving first in the third. Serves an ace. 15 love. Why are you smiling creepily? That wasn't a smile. That was a concerning look. What happened to your eye? Nothing. All right. 15 love. Shelton hits a winner of 30 love. $30 love. Somebody just called your commentary Bormentori. Now, Peter, I'm going to check the chat, and if it doesn't say that, and you said that, I'm going to time you out for trying to bait me. Because that's annoying. Who said that? Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. You said that. Oh, no. Somebody did say that. Peter, you're allowed to stay. 40 love. As with a forehand into the net from a Shelton. 40-15. Oh, it was Aaron. Aaron said that. But I think he was referring to the commentary that I was making purposely boring. 40-15. I don't think he was saying it about my normal style. By the way, did anyone else see this Stranger Things 5 trailer? I love that show. I'm so excited. Stranger Things is so good. I can't wait. I know I'm into DVDs, but I have to watch Stranger Things. I'm sorry. I have to watch Stranger Things. Stranger Things is great. It's a great show. Go watch it, Chad. If you don't watch Stranger Things, I don't know if we could be friends. Yeah, a mini trailer came out. Anyway, Shelton, 1 love in the third. So good. So excited. November 26th. Is that the end of the season? Yes. Tennis is over. Stranger Things begins. Let's go. And then Christmas and New Year's is the rest of it. And then by the time we get back after the break, my break is just going to be watching Stranger Things. I don't give a shit. I ain't watching no tennis. I'm watching Stranger Things. Don't call me. All right? I don't want to hear it. I'm watching Stranger Things. Dark is better than Stranger Things. Shut up. Nobody asked about Dark. Why you got to make it bad? Why you got to do that to everything? Stop doing that. Just let us enjoy what we like And you can like what you like, and I'm not going to make it. Who's your favorite band? My band's better. I don't care. Just be quiet. Stranger Things is my thing. Leave me alone. Dark is confusing as heck. There you go. People are confused. See? They're probably just both great, but also let me enjoy Stranger Things. Don't ruin my show. 15 Love. You like what you like. I like what I like, and we can just leave it. 15 Love. Dark is Gen Z. Cool. That's great. Good for whoever. You know, it's 15 Love. Triggered much? You said it. As with a volley now from Shelton, and that goes in the net from Alcaraz. $15-all. Nice volley from Shelton. Do you think Stranger Things will stick the landing? Yes. Yes. I am optimistic. 15-all. Is it a backhand now from Alcaraz? And the forehand of Shelton, who hits a passing shot winner. 15-30. 15-30. $15.30. Do you watch Andor? No, I don't watch Star Wars. I'm not really into Star Wars. $15.30. Big Foe's up 3-love already. Let's go. By the way, guy spamming the same question, saying, you know what? You've been talking about 7 times, buddy. You're on thin ice. Nobody's talking about Alcaraz versus Djokovic final. Don't put pressure on him. You're the only one doing that. So can you stop doing it? Please and thank you. Don't disrespect Star Wars. That's too far. I said that I don't watch Star Wars. How is that disrespecting Star Wars? I just said, I don't watch Star Wars. 30. Oh, shit. I didn't say Star Wars is lame. I didn't say Star Wars sucks. I thought it, but I didn't say it out loud. That Han Solo is the only good thing about Star Wars. I didn't say any of that. I thought it, but I didn't say it. And I didn't say it's for nerds, but I thought about it, but I didn't say it. See, I was nice. And that Marvel's better, but I didn't say that out loud. I kept it inside. I just said, I don't watch Star Wars. I thought about those other things, but I didn't say it. So I didn't disrespect anyone. 40-30. $40-30. Star Trek or Star Wars? Neither. What, I look like a nerd? Don't get it fooled. I'm wearing glasses, but I ain't no nerd. I ain't no nerd. These glasses are just to make me look smarter. I ain't no nerd. 40-30. Goes into the net. 1-0. Now, see, I've watched Star Wars, but I haven't watched Star Trek, so I can't even compare. I don't know. I like Marvel and DC. All right, I'm a comic book. I like the comic book adaptations of things. That is my thing. I like that. Call me a nerd, and I'll fight you. Cam doesn't like sci-fi. I literally just said I like Marvel. One of my favorite all-time movies is Guardians of the Galaxy, which is in space. 1-0. As Shelton says, the fault. Second serve. Serve again. I'm not a Marvel nerd. I'm a enjoyer of cinema. Has it a forehand down the line? Into the forehand of Shelton, and then Alcaraz hits it out. 15-love. Guardians of the Galaxy does seem up your street. Yeah. Yeah. If I could own a spaceship and just fly around the galaxy, I would. It sounds epic. All right, 15 love. That's a slice in the stretch from Alcaraz. That goes into the forehand of Shelton. Forehand again to the backhand of Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. Into the forehand of Shelton on the stretch. That goes down the line to the slice of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand drop shot. Alcaraz gets there. Shelton's going to get a forehand winner though. Too good. 30 love. Alcaraz is quick. So quick. All right. 30 love. My son has like 2,000 X-Men comics. He loves the films too. Love that. What about horror movies? I love horror movies. Horror movies are great. I have a bunch of horror movies I got to watch on DVD that I found at the thrift. I've got to watch The Cell, Apollo 18, and Gothica. That's my trilogy of horror movies. As that goes out by Alcaraz, 40 love. They're all on my to-watch list, aka my shelf of DVDs. Big Foe's up 4 love. Let's go. You should watch Andor. Nah, because then I've got to watch the other stuff. And I don't want to watch... I don't have time to watch all the Star Wars things. I can't go down that rabbit hole. Shelton in the net, 40-15. The Cell is incredible. I've heard it's great. No, I said Apollo 18. Apollo 13 is not a horror movie. Apollo 18 is a horror movie. It's not the same. Tom Hanks ain't in Apollo 18. At least I don't think so. I haven't watched it. Maybe he is. All right, return goes in the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz backhand. Goes out. 2-1. Have I seen The Substance? Yes, I have. I haven't seen Midsummer, but I have seen The Substance. Yeah. Kevin Bacon, Tom Hanks. Oh, look, Apollo 13 is a goated movie. Bill Paxton. The hell of a movie. Apollo 18 is a different movie. It's not about... It's different. It's not a movie about... I don't think it's based on true events. Maybe it is. I haven't watched it yet. I can't give you my review. All right. Shelton leads 2-1 in the third. Why does Shelton have 2 different socks on? Because wearing the same coloured socks is lame. Only everyone does that. The Shining is a great horror. Yeah, it's pretty good. Psychological horror. Mess with your mind. Have I seen The Descent? No. I don't think so. The Nun is a good horror movie, yeah. The Shining is so bad, sorry. First you say Stranger Things isn't as good as some other show, and then you say The Shining is bad? That's 2 L's in a row. Come on now. I love The Descent. Okay, I've got to find it. Is that a TV show or a movie? As a return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Shelton. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. A Shelton slice. Goes out. 15 love. Hereditary, incredible horror movie. I've got to watch that too. I'll find that too. I don't think I'm going to find horror movies in a thrift store though. I feel like horror movies are not going to be at the thrift. Apollo 17 was the last real Apollo mission. That's why Apollo 18 is a movie about something else then. Apologize. Jack Nicholson's in it. Yeah, The Shining is great for Jack. Do you keep count of the postcards? Yeah, there's like 180 postcards. Descent made me never want to go caving again. Oh, is it one of those movies? Stuck in a cave, is it? Oh, claustrophobia. I want to watch it now. All right. Nice drop shot from Alcaraz, 30-15. Can beware. Yeah, I'm not too I don't care about that stuff. I'm not too bothered by that. That doesn't bother me because I just won't go cramming into a fucking cave. That's not something I want to do. I don't want to go spelunking. Personally, I want to stay above ground. All right. $30. 30-all. Serve to the forehand of Shelton. Forehand from Alcaraz. Slicing the net. Shelton's got another break point. 30-40. 30-40. Shelton to take the break in the third. He's had so many chances, Shelton. All right. $30-40. As the return goes into the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a slice. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. A Shelton. Forehand. Into the backhand again of Alcaraz. To the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand again to the backhand of Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz who hits it off the tape. It goes out. Shelton breaks. Finally he gets that break. 3-1 Shelton in the third. All right. I tell you, Shelton's had chances in every single set. First set, he had set points. Second set, he had multiple break points that he couldn't take. And now he's got the 3-1 lead. There is a world where Shelton could have been up 2-11 a break. That's how close this match has been. But you've been here the whole time, so you would know that. Right, chat? You haven't left, have you? You've been here the whole time, right? 8 hours of streaming, you didn't leave. You stayed here from the start. You had nothing else to do on the Sunday, so you stayed here all day. Right? Right? Right. You've been here all day, chat, haven't you? Haven't you? 15 love. We were sleeping? Good luck with that. You won't be sleeping anymore. $15 love. By the way, we still got a crazy match after this with Musetti versus Rune. As the slice goes in from Alcaraz. Oh, Shelton runs around the ball like doesn't want a 360. What the hell? And then Alcaraz hits the drop shot. Shelton can't get that one. What the hell was that rally? That was a weird rally. What a weird rally. Shelton kind of fluffed it up. He had the chance to win it, but he kind of danced around the ball for no reason. And he lost the point. 15-0. You got Rune to win RG. Have I got Rune to win RG? Ah, 15-0. As we get a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Shelton. Backhand out from Alcaraz into the forehand of Shelton. Shelton hits wide. 15-30. All right, serve again. As the return goes in the backhand slice of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand down the line. Shelton can't get it. 15-40. Hypothetically, who has a better chance of beating Alcaraz? Rune or Musetti? Rune. Rune. Musetti's had 2 attempts, and he got worse the second time. Rune actually beat him, but I just think Rune's game is a little bit more unpredictable, which could frustrate Alcaraz. I think Musetti's a little bit more predictable for Alcaraz. I think he knows he can. Musetti's not going to surprise Alcaraz. Rune can. Alcaraz breaks back, by the way. Musetti's not there yet, yeah. And look, and I mean, we can base it off the clay season. Alcaraz has lost 1 match. That was to Rune. And Musetti's lost to Alcaraz twice. So, the mathing. Usually need to be an aggressive player to beat Carlos, yeah. And I don't think Musetti's aggressive enough. I think he's a little bit more safe with the way he plays. Like, he's not going to rip backhands down the line, Wawrinka style. He's not going to, he's not going to attack Carlos. He's going to rally and rally. Like, tonight's going to be interesting because it's going to be probably an aggressive Rune who's going to try and beat the shit out of the ball, and then a more conservative type of game by Musetti. And is it going to be the errors of Rune going to do him in, or is Musetti going to be able to outlast him that way, or is Rune's going to is his game going to flourish, and Musetti's going to have to defend for his life? Like, it's going to be interesting that tonight's a little bit of a preview into what Musetti and Alcaraz could look like if Rune does play well, if we got that match. But I think Rune is way more unpredictable and way more aggressive, which could be a big problem for Alcaraz. And it was a problem. Even though Alcaraz had an injury, it still was a problem. It has been a problem in the past. Not just for Alcaraz, though, for Sinner as well. Rune can beat Sinner too. Like, Rune, if you want the tournament to be interesting for the rest of it, you probably want Rune to win tonight. Because you want Rune Alcaraz in the semis, and then the winner plays Sinner in the final. That's probably the most interesting set of matches you want, right? Sinner or Rune. No. Yeah, that's not a very good. Rune with an ER? Like, runner. No. Rinner. What's Rune Sinner? I don't know. 15 Love. Kind of a boring name. Got to figure out a good name. Holger. No. Runic. Runic. Maybe. Anyway, it's 15 Love. Is it a backhand slice from Shelton to the forehand of Alcaraz? Another forehand from Alcaraz. The backhand of Shelton hits it in the net. 30 Love. All right. 30 Love. Serve again. Is a fault. Is out, sorry, from Shelton on the return. 40 Love. Love. Serve again. As the return goes out by Shelton, and 3-all. 3-all. All right. 3-3. I want Rune to win, but I'm worried about his fitness and form. Yeah, I think Rune is going to have to win in probably 4 sets tonight. And maybe be up 2 sets to love and then take the third set off and then win in 4. If he's going to be a serious threat going forward. Because if he goes to a 5-set banger tonight and then he's got to back it up and do it again, and it's, I think he's got to. Rune's got to make short work of Musetti if he's going to be a serious problem down the track, because he's already played a lot of tennis. 15 Love. Why is that Rune always puts up a great fight against Sinner. Just he plays unpredictable. That's the same as Alcaraz, right? Why does Alcaraz always beat Sinner? Mainly because Alcaraz is unpredictable and goes for crazy shots and is aggressive, and Sinner can struggle against that, 30 love. As return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand in the net. Gosh, Shelton, that was a rocket. 40 love. There's a return in the net by Alcaraz. 4-3 Shelton in the third. All right, 4-3. Sinner is not getting past Draper. Okay. Sinner Djokovic semi-final. Well, that's my prediction. Hopefully Shelton wins this set. Yeah, it'd be cool if he won the set. Make it interesting. If Bublik plays good, it could be a good match against Draper. Draper's not losing to Bublik. Maybe Bublik steals a set in a tiebreak, but Draper's not losing to Bublik. That ain't happening. Fonseca top 10 this year? No. Fonseca top 10 eventually, not this year. All right. 4-3. As Alcaraz forehand in the net, love 15. This is the Alcaraz siesta that we talk about. Nice. Cam's on the Draper bandwagon. You act like that's crazy. What? The Draper can beat Sinner? Yeah, because the last time they played, how'd it go? How was he last time? How was the last time Draper played? How did that go, chat? Draper beats Sinner is must watch. Yeah, we're going to watch it, but he's not going to... What are you talking about? It was actually pretty competitive the last time they played, to be honest. It was actually more competitive than I remembered. 15-0. And Shelton in the net, 30-15. If Draper pushes Sinner hard for a set and a half, I'll be happy. Okay. See, that's fair enough. No way Draper beats Sinner. As a return goes in the net by Shelton, 40-15. Okay. All right. Good serve from Alcaraz. But Shelton hits a return winner. 40-30. Draper can beat Sinner. I don't think he will, but he can. Maybe. All right, first serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Backhand from Shelton hits it out. 4-all. Chat, you've got me all messed up. Please stop talking about other matches. We're focusing on this one. Winner of this place, Paul, by the way. Big Foe won the first set 6-3. If Rublev beats Sinner, that would be incredible. And that could happen. I mean, it could happen. It won't happen, but it could. Draper could push Sinner. Rublev could also push Sinner. But, again, unlikely for Rublev to win, right? What if Rublev beats Sinner? You literally just said that. All right, love 15. Shelton hits it out. As Shelton served too big, 15-all. Serve into the forehand of Alcaraz, but Alcaraz hits it wide. And it's 30-15. As the return goes in the back into Shelton. Shelton in the net, 30-all. Feels like the beginning of the end, chat. 30-all. All. As Shelton with a massive serve, 40-30. I'm going to fault second serve. As he double faults. And we get to deuce. As the return goes to forehand of Shelton, backhand it from Alcaraz on the stretch, puts up a moonball. Shelton forehand into the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton with a forehand inside out. Alcaraz gets on the stretch. Shelton forehand inside out again. Alcaraz gets a slice, but it's in the net. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton to stay in front. Backhand return goes to forehand of Shelton. Shelton hits it out. Deuce. Shelton hits it out. All right, deuce. Shelton serves again. fault. Second serve. As a return from Alcaraz, the corner. Shelton, he shanks it long. Advantage Alcaraz to take the break and serve for this match. By the way, chat, we're almost at 700 likes. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. So much tennis still to go. This is the first day of the real tournament. It feels like the first day of the real thing, right? Up until this point, it's been good. But now we're starting to get the real matches. I mean, if you didn't think the women's matches today were real serious, then you don't know what's going on. But that's okay. We're here to help you. You don't need to know what's going on. You just need to like the sport. All right. Deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz slice. Goes out. Advantage Shelton. Can Rublev get a set? Sure. Why not? All right, advantage Shelton. As the return goes the backhand of Shelton. Shelton hits it out back to Deuce. Back to Deuce. There's a 4-0 from Shelton. Cross court the backhand of Alcaraz. And Shelton wins the point. Advantage Shelton. Stay in front. Serve. In the form of Alcaraz. Return goes long. Shelton holds. 5-4 Shelton. Okay. 5-4 Shelton. Shelton. Honestly, this match should never have been close. Shelton should not be doing well on clay. So is that a diss on Alcaraz or is that a compliment to Shelton? I feel like Shelton's playing a hell of a game. I don't think this has been a bad performance by Alcaraz. I think credit goes to Shelton for making it close. Yeah, Shelton's got a big game. And we know players that have a big game can bash through Alcaraz. We know that. Just the clay's slower than, compliment to Shelton. No, fair enough. I agree. Shelton being in the fourth round was not something that anyone thought, I think. Right? Who thought Shelton was going to make the fourth round of Roland Garros? So, massive credit. Great shot from Alcaraz, but Shelton puts it away. Alcaraz with a lovely backhand flick, but Shelton's like, you can't put that on me. Don't you do that shit to me. That's you ain't doing party tricks today. Love 15. Because I'm not letting you get away with that shot. Nice work, Shelton. Love 15. I think Alcaraz is kind of over this. He's like, oh man, I had a lot of fun in the first two sets, but this is getting really annoying. Why won't this guy go away? Love 15. Alcaraz serves. Shelton return backhand. Good shot. Alcaraz gets it. Shelton slice. Into the backhand of Alcaraz as Shelton backhand into the forehand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Shelton. Sliced again. Into the forehand of Alcaraz as Shelton with a backhand lob. Alcaraz smash. Straight to Shelton. As then Alcaraz hits the drop volley. Shelton's going to get it with a backhand lob. But Alcaraz puts it away. 15-0. Shelton had a chance there. He knows it. He thought Alcaraz was going to hit drop volley. And he got caught. 15-0. Okay. $15-0. And Alcaraz serves. To the forehand of Shelton. Forehand from Alcaraz. The backhand of Shelton. Sliced. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton. Forehand inside out. What a shot by Shelton! Just a rocket! 15-30. That inside out forehand from Shelton. I love that shot. That shot is so fun. I love it. That shot is insane. 15-30, sorry. 15-30. Alcaraz serves. Serve. To the forehand of Shelton. Return off the tape. Oh, went in. Shelton got super lucky. Alcaraz is starting to get real annoyed. He's like, this isn't fun. Shelton's got 2 set points. Shelton just won't go away. He just will not let up. Shelton's like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Did that annoy you? 15-40 to take us to a fourth. As the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz, Shelton forehand in the net. 30-40. 30-40. Set point number 2. $30-40 to take us to a fourth set. Serve Alcaraz. Into the back of Shelton. Good return. Alcaraz gets it with a forehand, but it's wide. We're going 4. We're going 4. Shelton's going, let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Shelton takes the third, and we're going 4. Chat, this has been close. This has been close. Even if Alcaraz wins this fourth set, this has been lived up to what we expected. We had hoped this would be close, and it's been... First set was insane. And then Alcaraz sort of survived the second. Shelton steals the third, and we go to a fourth. I mean, this has been a great match. And Alcaraz, I think, is just getting a little... I wouldn't say he's getting tired, but I think he's just getting tired of the fact that he's had to play 4 setters. He's like, oh man, I just can't win in straight sets every day. This is annoying. He looks annoyed, Alcaraz. Maybe at himself, maybe at Shelton, maybe at you, chat. Maybe you're the problem. Maybe he's annoyed at you. He's like, damn it, chat, I don't know. This is getting fun. It is. It is very fun. It's a good match, so unlucky Alcaraz with that net cord, to be honest. I mean, that net cord was unlucky, but Shelton deserved a set today. He's been playing well. Maybe Cam is the problem. Unlikely. Unlikely. It wasn't pretty, that set, by the way. It was kind of ugly. 4 winners and 7 errors by Alcaraz. 10 winners and 15 errors by Shelton. 3 breaks of serve, though. We hadn't had a break for the match until, like, halfway through the second set. And then we had 3 in that set. So, yeah. All right. Shelton's a great player who deserves this. Oh, yeah. Love Shelton. We love Shelton. He is great. Love Shelton. Shelton doesn't fear anyone? No way he doesn't. Is chat so annoying today? No, I was just making a joke. It was just a joke. Chat's great. Do you honestly believe Carlos will let himself lose 3 sets against Shelton? Not happening. Oh, no. It's just great that Shelton is making it work in this match. It's, I think if Shelton had lost this match in straights, it wouldn't be a reflection of how good he was. He deserves something for being so good. He deserved the first set, Shelton. There's a possibility he could have been up 2 sets to 1. I mean, that is... Who thought that at the start of the day? That Shelton could have been up 2 sets to 1 on clay against Alcaraz? Nobody, right? 30 love? What are Shelton's weapons? Serve, forehand. And he's got really good net play as well. He can play well at the net. 1 second, chap. All right. 4-15. By the way, chat, I just want to illustrate something on the board because I like to draw. Any drawers in chat? So Shelton, what he did in that set, that inside-out forehand winner, why it's so impressive. What is he, left-hand? So he's standing here, right, and he's got the forehand. Alcaraz was standing here. It wasn't like Alcaraz was like, over here. But Shelton hitting the ball flat, landing here and then going past Alcaraz. Like that, when he's like moving this way, right? That is so, or moving this way. That is such a crazy ass shot. When Alcaraz is not out of court, like you would hit, normal shot would be down the line, right? You would hit it down this way. When you're out of court here, you'd probably go for the winner down the line. And then Alcaraz would have to run across and maybe Shelton can, get back in the rally. But the fact that he went and smacked it inside out, where the guy was standing right there anyway, and he still hit the winner because Alcaraz was, even though Alcaraz was standing there, he still hit it hard enough that it went past him. That's why I love that shot because it's so. When you hit it and when you win the point with it, it's amazing. I mean, it could obviously. If Shelton doesn't hit it hard enough, Alcaraz could then hit a backhand down the line. It's over, right? Right? I mean, that point could be over if Alcaraz just gets a racket to it. But Shelton being out of court, smacks it inside out. That is, I mean, you have to hit a winner at that point, and he did. And it's so impressive. Such a beautiful shot. I love that inside out forehand winner. Love that shot. All right, 15-0. All. As we serve in the back, forehand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand to the back into Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton can't get it. 30-15. 30-15. As a return from Shelton goes down the line, and Alcaraz in the net. What a shot! 30-0. 30 all. Alcaraz serves. Here's a fault. Second serve. In the back of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand down the middle. Shelton forehand inside out as Alcaraz gets on the stretch. Shelton forehand into the backhand is long. And it's 40-30 Alcaraz. 40-30. As the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Back in our slice from Shelton. As Alcaraz forehand to the forehand of Shelton. And Shelton in the net. 1-all. Fourth set. Okay, 1-1. 1-1. Shelton serves again. A fault. Second serve. But chat, can we all agree that today has felt different? It feels like today we've watched Grand Slam tennis. Now this feels like we're watching the French. Like this is a Grand Slam. Things have definitely gone up a notch from yesterday and every other day this week. Like we haven't had this like the stakes are so high now, right? There's 16 players left. The matches are starting to deliver. We didn't come close to having upsets really on the women's or men's side. And today we've had Paolini go down. Sabalenka had a tough one. Zhang and Swiatek both had tough ones. We haven't had a day like this where the best players are in trouble because they're playing really tough opponents. Even Alcaraz right now. I mean, like I said, Alcaraz could have been down 2-1. He hasn't looked like he was going to go down 2-1 all week. Yes, he's played 4-setters, but the one against Jumher was a cameo third set. Fourth set was interesting, but Alcaraz looked like he was going to get done. Against Marozsan, I mean, the second set he fell asleep and then he wrecked him anyway. But today's just felt like, okay, it's felt different. I love 30 though. Alcaraz is about to break because we're backing out from Alcaraz in the forehand of Shelton. Great shot, Shelton. Down the line, and Alcaraz in the net. 15-30. We all decided to lock in. No, it wasn't the chat feels different. I'm saying that the vibes around the tournament feel different today. Just feels like a different. Everything just feels more serious, and the matches are living up to the hype, and it's been the best. I think it's been the best out of the tournament. Shelton serves a fault, late call. By the way, chat, we should get 1,000 likes for this video because this is a great match. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Don't forget to subscribe too. If you haven't already. 15-30. That was a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forward of Alcaraz. Return is into the backhand of Shelton. As Alcaraz forehand into the backhand of Shelton to the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton forehand into the backhand again of Alcaraz. Shelton gets the point. Alcaraz overhits it. 30-all. Serve again. As a return, goes in the forehand of Shelton. Forehand of Alcaraz, a drop shot. Too good. He had Shelton going backwards. He knew exactly what to do. All right. 30-40. Break point for Alcaraz. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz, backing up from Shelton, into the forehand of Alcaraz on the stretch. Shelton down the line in the net. There's the break. 2-1 Carlos in the fourth. He gets that break. All right, 2-1. All right. Big Foe's up 4-3 in the second. Yeah, with a break. Setting a break for Big Foe. That's awesome. All right. Can Shelton recover quickly? Two-1 Alcaraz. Djokovic is more concerned than Sinner than Alcaraz. I agree. Shelton's going to keep fighting. You know that. For sure. Alcaraz versus Nole final would be amazing. Yeah, it would be. Olympic rematch. Okay. Two-1. All right, 2-1 Alcaraz. As he double faults Alcaraz, love 15. All right. Love 15. Serve again. Into the back end of Shelton. As Alcaraz forehand to the back end of Shelton. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton back end again to the forehand of Alcaraz, who hits it in the net. Love 30. Man, Shelton's back end too strong for Alcaraz that time. All right. Love 30. Love 30. As we just serve again. Into the back end of Shelton. Shelton hits it out. 15-30. 15-30. As Alcaraz serves a let. As we default, second serve. As the return goes in, the front of Alcaraz. Shelton slice in the net. 30 all. 30 all. 30 all. All right, 30 all. As the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz puts that away. 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. Serving to the backhand of Shelton. Alcaraz forehand to the backhand of Shelton as Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Shelton backhand. Again, the forehand of Alcaraz. A Shelton with the forehand inside out. Goes wide this time. He sprayed it. But that's the shot that I love to see. Didn't make it that time. 3-1 Alcaraz. He keeps the break. Cam, aren't you tired? Always tired. I'm exhausted 24/7, but that's fine. Been here live for 9 hours straight. Let's go. Let's go. And then we're going to be live for the next match too, which is happening straight after this, pretty much. I think this is the first time that the day session is pushed into the night session. As the return goes out by Alcaraz, 15 love. 15 love. How long do I sleep? Whenever. Whenever I can. As the return goes in the forehand of Shelton. Forehand now from Alcaraz. The backhand of Shelton. Shelton in the net. 15 all. 15 all. Chat, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the French Open. We've got Wimbledon coming up straight after this. And also matches between then. Then after Wimbledon, we do nothing until we get back to the American hard courts. Starting in Canada. As we return now from Shelton into the forehand of Alcaraz. Back in a Shelton cross court. Alcaraz slice. Goes long. And it's 30-15. And I may or may not be going to the Philippines. I haven't decided yet. I probably should get onto that. I should probably do something about that. Just in case. In case I decide last minute and then I'm like, oh shit. I can't go. Okay, 30-15. As Alcaraz with a forehand inside out winner, 30 all. Alcaraz going for the kill. 30 all. Go to Illinois. Where? I'm just going to go to Manila. 30 all. As the return goes out by Alcaraz, 40-30. Yeah, Michael, I know like a few people you've been like fighting against. Just block them so then you can have peace in chat. And also we can have peace in chat. It's better to just block people that are annoying you in the chat so you don't see their messages rather than fighting it out because it just clogs up the chat and now it looks like everybody's bad and then we just have to time everybody out. And that's not fun. All right. Shelton holds 4-3. I don't live in Sydney. What the hell? Yeah, ask Dutchy. Ask Dutchy how to do that. All right. All right. All right. Stop fighting over happy birthday or I'll ban... Both of you will get timed out. Oh, so stupid. What is... Chat, why is this happening? We're having a good day. What are you doing? All right, 3-2. Just block each other and move on. Block each other, please. Oh, shit, the Mets are playing the Rockies right now. Let's go, Mets. Oh, no, boo. Boo the Mets. Let's go, Rockies. Boo, Mets. Boo the Mets. Mets can get stuffed. Go, Rockies. 15 love. 15 love. As with a fault from Alcaraz. Second serve. As the return goes in the net from Shelton. 30 love. Shelton did great today. He sure did. He sure did. How dare you? Isabel. Go Rockies. All right. Forehand goes into the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Shelton. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Shelton gets the point. Alcaraz in the net. 30-15. Mets. No, not today. Bandwagon fan. What, I'm a bandwagon fan for going for the Rockies? Have you seen their season? If you're a bandwagon fan, it's like jumping on the Titanic as it hit the iceberg. Like it hit the iceberg and then you get on the Titanic. You know, that's what I'm doing. Nobody's getting on the Titanic after it hits the iceberg. They're all trying to leave. I'm like, nah, I'm running into the fire. I'm running into the burning house. All right? Some would say I'm a hero. Or an idiot. 30 all. 30 all. 3 hours this match has gone for. And Shelton's still not out of this yet. $30. Serve. As the backhand slice goes out. Clutched by Alcaraz. 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. Alcaraz serves. Serves a fault. Second serve. I wonder if they're going to delay the play for tonight because they've got to bring the new crowd in, right? That's the problem with the night session. You've got to kick out the guys through the day session and make way for the night. As with a slice from Shelton into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton with the backhand again. As Shelton hits it out. 4-2 in the fourth. Mets taking first place on the back of Colorado. No! The Rockies must win. The Rockies must win. All right. We would love a room tour. Well, this room will not be... there's no point. This room will be no more eventually. All right. Alcaraz, love 15. He's had enough. He knows that Runa wants to play. Love 15. As we to serve into the forehand of Alcaraz. Return is in the net. 15-0. $15-all. As that goes out by Alcaraz, 30-15. Chad, I'm so glad I hard-boiled like 7 eggs the other day, so I can. That's what I'm going to eat. That might be my smartest thing I've done this week is hard-boiled like 7 eggs, and I'm just gonna inhale 2 of them, and that'll keep me going for at least the next 4 hours. Life hack. As Shelton hits a massive serve, 40-15. Huge serve. What was that, 237? Was that 237 kilometers? And then he says a fault. Second serve. As we return. Goes out by Alcaraz and Shelton holds 4-3. 217. Oh, I thought it was more impressive than that. I thought it was 237. 217. Okay. All right. I feel sorry for your gut, Cam. Eggs are great. They're a staple in the diet of a human being. Eggs are in everything. Almost. Maybe. Kind of. Eggs are great. They're a staple. Take the Philippines off your bucket list for the next 3 years. It's so dangerous right now for tourists because of issues with peace and order. If you want to visit, you need to know a local. Oh, really? All right, I'll just go back to Japan. Fuck. Thank you for telling me. Damn, are you serious? I can't go to the Philippines? It's unsafe? Filipinos, where are you at? Tell me.
What are her thoughts on an Eala Radwanska comeback?
No idea. Thank you. You mean her Agnieszka's sister? No idea. I wish Aga would make a comeback. W Cam with eating eggs in the morning. I'm eating eggs every day. Eggs Benedict are good. No, they are great. Goated. Eggs Benedict is goated. Love 15, Shelton. Shelton wins the first point. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. And to the serve from Alcaraz. Is an ace. Woo! Shelton doesn't think so. And he says, yep, it's in. 15-0. As Alcaraz with the backhand, but Shelton overhits the forehand. 30-15. Do you make your own holiday stores? No. I should, though, but I don't. My son is deployed in the Philippines right now. Cool. Poached eggs are great, but too much effort. I have poached eggs every day. Well, usually, then I won't have time. As that goes in the net from Shelton, 40-15. Have you ever been to Spain, and do you have a desire to go to the Rafa Academy? Been to Spain, and I don't have a desire to go to the Rafa Academy. 40-15. All right. Alcaraz holds 5-3. 5-3. Alcaraz holds. How do you poach an egg? Is this a joke? Poached eggs, foods are of the gods. Food of the gods, I agree. All right, 5-3. Shelton serving to stay in the match. As the return goes the slice of Alcaraz. And then Alcaraz forehand to the back and forehand of Shelton, and Shelton puts it down the line for a winner. 15-love. 15-love. Poached eggs are tasteless. You're not doing them right. If you think poached eggs are tasteless, you're making a mess of them. You're not cooking them right. Over easy, poaching takes too long. Similar results. Yeah, but like way healthier for poached. As it a fine out of the backhand slice of Shelton. Fried eggs are not healthy. Poached is healthy, so it's worth the extra. How do you poach eggs? You put them you put a lot of boiling water in a what is it called? In a pan, and then you crack the egg in the pan, and you. As Alcaraz is a ridiculous winner, 15-30. Alcaraz about to win this match. Lovely shot from Alcaraz on the stretch. Just whips it down the line, and Shelton can't get it. All right, Alcaraz has had enough. He's had enough. 15-30. As a return goes out by Alcaraz, 30-all. Poached eggs are not a common thing? That's weird. Really? Poached eggs are like the healthiest way to make eggs. Or to cook eggs. All right, first serve the 12-second serve. Shelton hits a forehand inside out to the forehand of Alcaraz on the stretch. Shelton backhand down the middle. Alcaraz gets to the backhand cross. Shelton on the forehand cross the backhand of Alcaraz. Again, the forehand of Shelton. As Alcaraz forehand again to the forehand of Shelton. As Alcaraz defending well. Shelton goes down the line with the forehand in the net. Match point. 30-40. Match point. Alcaraz. To take the... to the... where are we? Had a stroke. Quarterfinals. He's playing pole in the quarterfinals. That's where he's going. 30-40. Shelton to serve. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. Return is out. And we get to deuce. We get to deuce. Shelton saves it. He serves again. An ace out wide. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton to take the game and make Alcaraz serve for the match. Shelton serves. A fault. Stay with us, Cam. It's early yet. What do you mean? As the return from Alcaraz goes in to the backhand of Shelton. Forehand Alcaraz again, the backhand of Shelton. As Alcaraz hit the drop shot. Shelton's going to get there. He's going to hit a drop shot back. But Alcaraz going to get that one. Put up a lob. Shelton with a smash. No! He jumped and... Oh, no! Shelton jumped. And then he didn't go for it. And it landed in. And then he went to run back. And he just ran out of time. He thought it was maybe going out. So he kind of jumped and left it. And then it landed in and he couldn't recover. Deuce. If he didn't jump, he would have got it. Or if he hit the smash, he would have hit it. But like, if he didn't jump for that, for the smash, he would have been able to run back and hit a forehand or something. Or a backhand. He then says a fault. Second serve. Great lob, though. Yeah, great lob. Again, fooled Shelton. He thought it was going out. Serve goes in the forehand of Alcaraz, and Alcaraz hits it out. All right, advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton. As he says a fault, second serve. Second serve. Serve and volley, Shelton. But Alcaraz in the net. All right. Match point saved. Shelton holds. He has to break to stay alive, though, Shelton. Alcaraz is going to serve for the match. By the way, chat, we're so close to 1,000 likes. We are not that far away. Can we get to 1,000 likes before the end of the stream? Today has been the greatest day of French Open tennis. Today has been the day. It's been the best day. We've had epic matches. We've had close contests. Today has been far from boring. And if you've been bored today, I don't think we can help you. I don't think if you're bored, if today has been boring, I don't know what to do. You're on your own. I did my best. Yeah, we're watching Rune Musetti, of course. Come on, that's the match of the day. We can't not watch that. That's crazy. Of course we're watching that. Oh, chat, we're only 30 away. Are we at 1,000? Let me know when we get to 1,000. Today's been fantastic. Oh, yeah. What was it like streaming Rafa the French? Cinema. All right, 5-4. Alcaraz is serving to play Tommy Paul in the quarterfinals. We're just getting started. Shit got real. Ace out wide. 15 love. $15 love. All right, serve again. Into the forehand of Shelton. Return is into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand. To the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton backhand again. To the forehand of Alcaraz on the stretch. Shelton with a slice. Goes in. Alcaraz backhand cross. Shelton forehand cross. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Now Shelton with a slice backhand, cross court, into the forehand of Alcaraz. Shelton, backhand down the line. As Alcaraz backhand cross, Shelton forehand, into the backhand of Alcaraz. Bit of a shank. Shelton comes to the net, but hits it out! Oh, man. Shelton played such a point until the last shot when it was the easy shot. 30 love. He defended so well, and then he missed the easy one. 30 love. Alcaraz serves. Hey, we got to 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. Alcaraz serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As a return for Shelton goes into the Alcaraz backhand. Now Shelton comes to the net, but Alcaraz in the net with a passing shot, 30-15. Serve again from Alcaraz. He's 2 points away from victory. 30-15. And there's a bit of fault from Alcaraz. Second serve. As we get a double fault. Double fault. 30 all. 30 all. Alcaraz serves. Into the back of Shelton. Return off the tape goes in. Alcaraz with a drop shot. Shelton runs. He can't get there. He can't get there. Alcaraz too good. He knew Shelton was so far back. He's like, I got you, buddy. You ain't getting this shit. 40-30. Match point. Don't spoil the scores in the chat or you'll be kicked out forever. Get out of here with that shit. 40-30. Move along. Don't you ruin it for the rest of us. 40-30. Shelton is weak. Bro, have you seen his biceps? What the hell you mean weak? Dude, he's got cannons. He could crush your head like a watermelon with those arms. What are you talking about? Weak. Shelton is weak. You're weak. Anyways, return goes in. The forehand of Alcaraz. That's a winner down the line. Alcaraz wins. That was a battle. And he knows it, Carlos. He's like, let's go. Woo. All right. GG's. They've got smiles, though. That was a hell of a contest. Gosh, Shelton is so good. I like Shelton doing that against Alcaraz. He could have been up 2-1. Now Shelton doesn't have to play clay for a year, so he can go to the surfaces that he's better at, but hell of a run by Shelton. All right, Alcaraz is, though, in the quarterfinals. And he's going to take on Tommy Paul in a couple of days. You don't think that's going to be a banger? That is going to be a banger. What a win. And again, Alcaraz just making it far into the tournament. He's the defending champion. He is him. He is him. That was a great match. Shelton held his own. Yeah, Shelton held his own for the whole match too. It wasn't like Alcaraz never was fully in control. Shelton was there. He was every single game of every set. Shelton was still there, even when he went down a break. He's still there. That's a credit to Shelton. What a hell of a run. If you're leaving, by the way, don't forget to sub on the way out. No Alcaraz versus Tiafoe. We've been robbed. It could be the semis. Tiafoe will have to win his match today and then beat Rune or Musetti. So we could still get it. I'm impressed by Shelton's level. Yeah. Shelton was great. Love Shelton. Shelton was awesome. Great match, lots of fun. Hell yeah. But the best match is yet to come. The best match is coming up next.
LFG corners. What a match. Thought the dude got it done in 4. Props to Shelton. Dude is strong. Thanks, Cam.
Hey, thank you, Jay, for the 5. Yeah, hell of a match. Hell of a fight. Big foes up 2 sets of love, by the way. Now, I think they've got to kick everyone off center court and bring in the whole new crowd. So I think we've got a bit of a delay. I don't think they come on straight away because they've got to change, like full on move, like replace the stadium, and that doesn't take 5 minutes. So I think we got some time to spare. It's 2 a.m. in Hong Kong. Savage. Absolute savage. Blah, 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 blah. Sinner will destroy Alcaraz, okay. Match of the tournament coming up. Runa, let's go Runa. I'm excited. It's been a hell of a day, chat. We have had no bad matches. How lucky. But so it should be. It's 4th round. It should be like this. Go eat your eggs in peace. Yeah, we'll get there. I'm just waiting to see what. The go is with this schedule. Who would Alcaraz play in the quarterfinal? He's playing Tommy Paul. That is confirmed because Paul won earlier today. Paul versus Alcaraz, and Paul had an easy win today, which is good because it means that he won't be tired after the 5-set epics he's played. You know. How many slams will Draper win? I don't know. You asked me that already, Mr. Whatever. I don't know. Let him win 1 and then we can talk about it. He hasn't won 1, so he's won like 0. All right, chat. I am going to send you over to the next one because I think they're probably going to come on pretty quick. But I'll send you over. And then we'll go from there. But nice win by Alcaraz. Had to work for it. 7-6, 6-3, 4-6, 6-4. He takes out Shelton in a very close 4-setter. Could have been 5. Alcaraz could have had to play 5, but Shelton still made him work. And now Alcaraz is going to play Tommy Paul. We know that matchup is rough at times. So Paul could play on clay. So that's going to be interesting. Next match coming up, Musetti taking on Runa. Absolute banger. Make sure you join us for that. Coming up hopefully in the next 10 or so minutes.